Visa Center! Is a must to get there. Hey, it's not true. Not true at all. Because there are programs that IELTS and other English tests are not required. You need to have a big amount of money in the bank. Great news! Not all the time, because there are programs that proof of funds are not mandatory to process your application. It is expensive. False. We have options, and part of it is planning and goal setting. There is an age limit for a study permit. There is definitely no discrimination when it comes to learning new skills or studying a new course. The process is difficult. Not really, because the Visa Center is there for you every step of the way. How much is the cost of my application? The best thing for us to do is to ask the TVC consultants, wherein they will give us the comprehensive pricing scheme depending on the country that you would like to apply for, the program that you're eligible to take, and the type of visa that you prefer.
Here are the basic benefits of becoming a permanent resident in Canada. As a permanent resident, you get to work, study, or do business in Canada. Get access to their universal healthcare. You get the benefit of free education for children up to 18 years old and a highly subsidized secondary education. They also have the Canadian Child Tax Benefit, where you get support from the government for raising your children. Unemployment insurance of up to 65%, Social Security and age pension for your retirement. As a permanent resident, you also get to sponsor your family as a temporary or permanent resident. And of course, you have the luxury of traveling to and from Canada from the date that your visa has been granted. Experience the beauty of Canada as a permanent resident. And after accumulating years of living in Canada, you can apply for citizenship and hold a Canadian passport. Well, we all know that the Canadian passport is one of the most powerful passports in the world. Be our next successful client. The Visa Center, shaping a better future.
Do you want to become a permanent resident in Australia? As a permanent resident, you can work or study or do business in Australia without any restrictions, have free medical insurance, have free education for children. You also get the benefit of Social Security and age pension plan. You can also sponsor a person for permanent and temporary residence. And of course, you can travel to and from Australia from the date the visa is granted or be permitted for multiple entry. The minimum wage in general in Australia is 19.84 Australian dollars per hour. Stay in Australia indefinitely as permanent resident. You may apply for citizenship after 4 years and hold an Australian passport. Plus, you can stay, work, and study in New Zealand as a bonus. So, check if you are qualified to become our next successful permanent resident in Australia. The Visa Center, shaping a better future. Alright, hello guys. Good morning everyone. It's 11:23 po ng umaga dito sa Dubai. Para sa mga viewers natin dyan, welcome guys to our Friday edition. And kasi nga most of our lives actually are scheduled ng Saturdays, correct? So, first sa mga kababayan natin dito sa Middle East, especially sa United Arab Emirates, well, it is still weekdays. Ayan, so we are used of enjoying yung Friday as start of our weekend. But I know ilan sa mga kababayan para natin are available naman to actually join us to watch ang ating Facebook Live because we have a school partner na i-feature natin maya-maya. So, ito pakilala ko muna ang aking partner syempre, ayan, from Philippines. And ayusin lang natin ang kasi nagdi-director tayo. We have Miss Ayn from Nueva Ecija. Hello, Miss Ayn.
Hello everyone! So good morning din sa Dubai at good afternoon naman dito sa Philippines. So medyo nanibago ako sa live natin kasi usually gabi na dito then
Correct.
hapon dyan. But still, syempre excited pa rin tayo kasi dati always Canada yung ating nila-live. Ngayon naman balik tayo sa Australia.
That's correct. At
Yan.
saka syempre, partner, ang kagandahan kasi ng Australia, no? Australia is very near in the Philippines. Kaya yung
True.
mga, yung mga approved clients natin before, ang ginagawa nila sila, let's say they are an OFW, tapos once they get an approval na for their visa, prior to flying directly to Australia, ang ginagawa nila, umuwi muna sa Pilipinas, ano muna sila, despedida, di ba? Kasi mas malapit ng Australia, correct?
Yes, at hindi sila masyadong mahihirapan sa adjustment ng time, 'di ba? Kasi hindi naman ganong malayo yung time difference natin with Australia. At balita ko, marami ding mga Filipino diyan sa Australia, kaya hindi sila maho-homesick.
Yeah, that's correct. Marami nga, no? And then also, sinasabi ko nga to sa ilang mga ilang mga live na natin before, na sabi ko, ang dami kong mga naging katrabaho before sa Pilipinas na they actually started to parang enter Australia talaga as student visa lang. But then now, alam mo ba na halos lahat ng mga kapatid niya ay nasa Australia na. Okay,
Wow, ang galing naman. So
yes,
na-migrate na niya almost the whole family.
oo, kasi ang ginagawa nila is ano lang, tawag nito, lahat sila ay nag-i-student visa. Pero alam mo, just to give you an update, ngayon sila ay mga naka-permanent resident na and they're even buying properties.
Properties, wow, nakakatuwa naman. So talagang nasa Australia na sila, hindi na sila maho-homesick. Tapos ang ganda pa ng mga work doon, 'di ba? Per hour mataas ang rate. So good
Correct.
job. Sana all.
Oo. At saka ito, syempre, para sa mga viewers natin, guys, today is February 11. Ibig sabihin, partner, ilang tulog na lang ay Valentine's Day
Valentine's
na.
Day!
Advance happy Valentine's to everyone.
Happy
And
Hearts
ito,
Day at dahil dyan, may surprise promotion ang The Visa
yes,
Center.
ito
So
na,
coming
partner.
soon, ay ayan na pala.
Oo.
So we have heart-to-heart discount. So
Yeah,
migrate to
so
Canada
enjoy
and
na.
Australia with your loved ones. Siguro madidiscuss pa natin yan more on our Facebook page, ano, partner?
Yes, correct. Ayan, para sa mga viewers natin, kailangan natin gumilid. Sa kabila ka. Yun. Ito guys, announcement natin yan ha. We have this ongoing promotion. If you are going to apply, okay, na ikaw lang mag-isa, you will enjoy 25% discount. Pero dahil heart discount siya, if you have, let's say, one more applicant, it can be your friend, it can be your loved ones, na mag-apply kayo ng sabay, both of you will enjoy a 40% discount na. So parang nag-level up na yung discount. Kaya get a partner, okay, or a couple or a buddy to start your application sa the Visa Center and you will enjoy, both of you will enjoy 40% discount. Ayun. And
Yan, ang bongga-bongga naman. Ang bongga-bongga naman ng ating promotion. O, gumit na tayo, partner. Ang bongga naman ng promotion natin na yan. Tsaka hindi lang siya nag-a-apply sa jowa. Di ba? Pwedeng sa friend, sa kapitbahay mo na gusto mo ring matulungan na mapunta sa ibang bansa, makapag-migrate at makapagtrabaho, makapag-aral, makapagtrabaho. So, grab the opportunity na. Laki ng discount. So, go na tayo dyan.
Okay, so ito naman para sa mga viewers natin, we keep on pushing guys, 'di ba, na to promote talaga ang study permit or pathway or pagiging isang international student in Australia is because we know that's the fastest way to enter Australia talaga. So we shared already, 'di ba, napakadaming approved applicants natin on our social media to our website as well. Kaya sa mga gustong pumunta po talaga ng Australia, we are recommending you guys, of course, to apply for a study permit. And today, ito partner, ipakilala. No. Before we introduce our special guest, we're going to play muna itong video advertisement nila. No? This is for them to at least a little idea about the school at yung na-feature nila na course. Kaya let's all watch this.
It took me almost 10 years to find the courage to study childcare. In fact, I spent the last 10 years working as a nanny between Italy and Australia. But the more time passed, more I realized that being an educator was such a natural thing for me. So I decided to find the school that would lead me to become a great educator with school skills, and I found it. Like when you walk into AIWT, you feel good. The level and preparation of educator is great. Like I can speak for my teacher; she's amazing.
I choose to study early childhood education and care at AIWT because here the educators have a genuine interest to support and guide students like me to settle and grow up in the childcare industry. And the location could not be more perfect. It is right in the middle of the city. I'm looking forward to starting my career immediately after completing my course and eventually managing a center myself.
Okay, so we are back at yan ang AIWT. Ayan, so eto na partner, siguro can you introduce our special guest so that for sure our viewers are excited to get to know more about this school. Pero while we are preparing something, we just like to acknowledge our viewers. Arden Mission, thank you so much for watching, and also good morning to you as well. To those who has questions, guys, if you have something like a clarification, or if during our presentation you have questions, feel free to write in the comment box so that we can raise your question later on with our special guest, of course. So, okay, partner, let's introduce our special guest.
All right, so to talk about their school, the Australian Institute of Workplace Training, let's all welcome the Business Relationship Coordinator, Mr. Alex Huang. Ayan. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Alex.
Good morning, everyone, and a good in Dubai, and a good, very, very good afternoon to everyone in the Philippines. Yes, I'm Alex, and I'm the marketing coordinator from AIWT here in Perth, Australia.
Okay, so sir, before we proceed with our first presentation, I'm sure everybody are really excited to know more about your school. But is there some updates? Let's say, when will be the face-to-face classes of implementation in Australia, especially in your school? Or is there some maybe some some updates with your school?
Okay. Yes. So. With AIWT at this moment, we are very flexible. I'd say 80% of our students' enrollments at the moment are for face-to-face delivery, but we also recognize that it's still quite difficult at the moment for international students to come into Australia because of flights, or also because the cases are still at a considerable high level at the moment. So we also provide live Zoom sessions with our offshore students. So that means they will have the same access and they will study at the same time with those ones that are in class. Yes.
That's good. Okay, so we have here Grace Colliado is watching. She's actually watching from Hong Kong.
Yeah. Hello, Grace. Hello. Yes. Hello to you in Hong Kong. Yes.
Yes, I know very. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because I know that the students are very excited to have a face-to-face classes, right? It's almost been 2 years. Here in the Philippines, you have just the modular and the online. So they are very excited to see real people. I mean, face-to-face with the teacher and students as well. So that's very good that we are almost getting there to the face-to-face classes.
Yes, likewise. We've missed our lovely students as well, and it's been way too long. Like Anne said, we do miss our students, and I think this whole thing, COVID, has really brought a huge impact on the industry and everyone's life. And yes, over the last 2 years, we have never stopped our face-to-face delivery. So AIWT, we've always had our face-to-face delivery in place, but at the same time, like I just said, to also protect the interests from of overseas students who have both face-to-face delivery and online training delivery for them to choose from. But you see, there's more promising news at the moment. The Australian government is going to open its borders from 21st February. So that means everyone with a valid visa can come into Australia at the moment. So and it will be soon mandatory for people to attend face-to-face delivery. So one step closer, and we're not far from the normal now. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Sir Jay, you can prepare your presentation now. So, while you are doing that, we just like to welcome, of course, one of our representative partner now from our office in Batangas, Jay. Jay, can you just say hello to everyone?
So I think you're on mute.
Hello po, Sir Juni. Hello po, Ma'am Ain.
Hi, Sir
Hello,
Jay.
Sir Alex.
Okay, guys, stand by because if you have question later on, if your question is something to do with becoming a permanent resident in Australia, Jay will be helping you out, guys, in the second half of our live. So, Jay, stand by from the Visa Center Batangas. Okay.
Yes.
So, Jay, you can share your your presentation.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so while waiting for the presentation, I just like to hello to Shafiq. Good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for watching. And what else? To everyone, guys, please do share our Facebook Live, especially if you're planning to study in Australia, because we have here Mr. Alex from AIWT. Ito pa partner, no? Kasi this is very in demand, especially for Filipino. I guess yung courses na ino-offer nila is because based on the video earlier, we're offering itong mga home care, child care, I mean, the mga courses which most of our kababayans actually are looking for that
Yes.
course.
They are offering vocational and skill-centered, which is very really timely and very in demand all
Correct.
over the world, actually, not just in Australia, but all over the world. They are looking for Filipino hardworking workers. That's why this is a very good school. I think marami, a lot of our audiences will be really interested to have a student pathway in AIWT. Yes.
Okay. Right, Sir Alex, let us know if your presentation is ready so we can give you the full screen. I think it's not yet shared. I can see from StreamYard. Ayun, para update lang na lang, partner, no, for our viewers na nandito po sa United Arab Emirates. And guys, I think, not I think, I am very sure that there is a big event for Filipino in Dubai Expo today. Okay, so visit there because there are some programs. I think this is like a Filipino day in Dubai Expo. Kaya yan, pumunta po kayo dyan. So here you go. The presentation is ready. So Sir Alex, if you are ready, we'll give you the floor.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready. So is everybody looking at the presentation that I'm looking at?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Again, very, very good morning to everybody in Dubai, and a lovely welcome to everyone in the Philippines. Yes, you can hear. My name is Alex again from AIWT. I'm the marketing coordinator, and today, with my it's really a pleasure to join the Visa Center to introduce Perth, Australia, and the AIWT. So first of all, so that's our CEO's welcome to all international students. Her name is Yvonne, and she's been in the industry for over a decade. She was a Malaysian born but Australian raised. Yes. So who we are AIWT. We stand for Australian Institute of Workplace Training. We established ourselves back in 2003 here in Perth, Australia, where we are a leading registered training organization. So that means we provide vocational trainings to international students and also to our domestic students here in Perth. We have 5 faculties across our college, which are School of Education and Community Services, School of Business, School of Work and Health Safety, School of Language, and the School of Real Estate. When it comes to general admissions requirements, basically we have 3 main criteria for people to meet. First of all is the age. We require all international students to be at least 18 years and above. It's because, most of our courses come with work placements. So that means students not just have to do the theory bit, they also have to work in the real force to be able to graduate from the qualification. And to be able to do that, they need to be at least 18 years old. Yeah. Second, qualification, completion of Australian Year 12 or equivalent. Well, we understand that different countries have different education systems. So we put it here that we take Australian 12 equivalent. And also we understand some countries, they only provide higher education up to year 11. So that's also acceptable, but we will assess every application case by case. The third one is the English. Okay, we put it here, the IELTS of 5.5 or equivalent. By equivalent, we mean that students can take the TOEFL test, PT test, or any other approval test. If they have not taken any English test and wish to waive the English requirement, that's also possible. If they can prove that they have good English capabilities, we are able to waive the English requirements. As in, if they were taught in an English speaking country and also in an English setting, class setting, so that's okay. Or if they were never taught in an English country or in an English speaking education setting, we can also conduct interviews. So by passing our internal interviews, of course, it's free of charge. We can also look into waiving the English requirement for you. Okay. Coming next, why you have to study vocational courses. I understand that the vocational education system is not a common practice in most of the Asian countries, because when we think of vocational trainings in Asian countries or in most of the world, we think that's the second choice, where students, they cannot go to university. Well, here in Australia, the situation is totally different. We actually have more vocational students than than higher education students here in Australia. It's basically because, you see, vocational trainings, they're more specific, unlike higher education, which can be quite broad. Vocational training provides a more specific scope of what do you want to do in your future. So if you have early plans already and you have made your mind up for an occupation, for example, early childhood education and care, you want to work as an educator in a childcare center, then you don't have to go through higher education and you can start studying right after high school. Yeah, so the first one is definitely the employability that vocational training can provide. Second is also you get to learn relevant skills that the employers want. Like I mentioned earlier on, most of our courses, they come with essential work placement. So that means at the same time you are doing the theory bits in class, you are also asked to do real work in real workplace settings. So that means you get to apply what you are learning in class into the real workforce simultaneously. Okay. So the third one is you get to have more skill-based and industry-related experiences. So all these placement hours are recognized in Australia, the courses that we provide. So with this, you have a better and a more detailed resume when you come out of the course. But of course, I'm not saying that you cannot go to university by any chance. You can still go to university, and you can go to university with our qualifications, and our qualifications give you credit transfer and also lower fees into universities. The reason why I'm saying this is because, for example, here in Australia, if you go to a bachelor's degree here, the average tuition fees we are looking at would be around 30,000 Australian dollars per year. Of course, it depends on the course that you choose. But here at AIWT, the average price of our course is around $10,000 or even less, and by completing our diploma course, it gives you direct entry into university year 2. So that means you get to spend only $10,000 to waive your $30,000 university year 1. Yeah, and we have partnerships with local universities such as Sheridan College, East Coast University, Curtin University, Murdoch University, and the most prestigious university here in Perth, University of Western Australia. Yeah, why choose AIWT? Unique learning environments. The video that you guys just saw were from 2 of our very lovely students, one from Italy and one from Mauritius. I'm telling you guys that AIWT were not a huge college here, but we have over 50 nationalities of students. Yeah, so we have students from Europe, students from the Philippines, of course, students from China, Japan, Korea. We have over 50 nationalities of students. So here at AIWT, you get to study with people from all over the world. Yeah. So second, placement embedded courses. I've mentioned this over and over again. The third one, supportive student events. The photo that you guys are seeing now is from our graduation back in 2020. Yes, we weren't able to fit everyone in because there was too many students, of course. As you guys can see here, on this photo, we have students from Brazil, and we have students from the UK, the US, Australia, of course, and the Philippines. We actually have 4 students here I can see from the Philippines. Students from Taiwan, I can see 2 here, and 1 student from China. Yeah, so it's quite a good diversity that we've got here at AIWT. And we on top of our annual or semi-annual graduation, we also have our in-house student support events. As in the Harmony Day, we get everyone all together to share food. We also have Halloween week. So during that week, everyone get to dress the Halloween costumes and compete for the best dress up. Okay, and the next one, as the student just said in the video, we are located right in the center of Perth CBD. So that means you have access to shopping centers, to restaurants, to transportation, to everyone. Flexible learning and support. By this, I mean, like I mentioned to Junie just now, we have both face-to-face delivery and also live on-time Zoom sessions with our students. So at this moment, COVID is still happening. If you choose to come to Australia, we'll definitely give you the face-to-face delivery. But if you choose not to take the risk at the moment, but if you've got your visa granted, we can still give you the online training at the same time with our in-class students. Yeah. The last one, great value. Like I said, our course, the average price is about $8,000 to $10,000, give or take. So it's quite cheap as compared to higher education or even other colleges here in Perth. And also we allow installments for our students. So that means if you have financial difficulties, we can give you payment plans. Okay, and setting up a payment plan, it does not incur any extra fees, so there's no extra surcharge involved. And as long as you can clear off all the fees before you graduate, there's no problem at all. Yeah. Again, there's another photo of our graduates from last year, I think. Yes, and we were able this time we were able to fit more people in because we picked a bigger and a better hotel. As you can see here, is great the diversity. Again, we have people from all over the world. Just in this picture alone, I think I'm able to see at least 20 different nationalities here. So with our courses, you get to apply for different visas after you have done studying with us. So which includes the 485, the 2-year work visa, 407, the 1-year training visa, 189, 190, and 191. Of course, I'll leave all the visa inquiries to our experienced visa migration agent Jay from the visa center. But basically, the idea is your journey does not stop when you finish studying with us. So you are able to apply for more visa options after you have done studying with AIWT. Okay, so here are the promotional videos that we have, and you are able to find all those videos on YouTube. I just played one for you guys. If you request me to play another one, please leave a comment. I'll give you another video for you to see. And as you can see here,
so
that's
Alex,
another.
you can share the video again if for our late tuners.
Sorry, Junie, coming again. Sorry,
Yeah, you can actually play the video again so that our late tuners can watch your video.
Yeah, exactly. We can always play the video back. So if anyone interested in our general video, our location, the facility, everything, we can play the general video. The early childhood education and care course is our most popular course. We have around 30 to 35% of our total number of students enrolled in this course. And I'm very, very proud to introduce our early childhood education and care course. Is because here in Perth, we have built a really, really good name here. We work with every single childcare center here in Perth, all the big ones you can name. And from our last 2 years students stats, we are able to see that over 95% of our students were able to get a job before they finish the course. So basically, I'm saying this industry, early childhood education and care, is in high demand here across all Australia. Yeah, and the average pay for this industry is around $25 to $28 for junior level, I think. So if you can do a better job, you can achieve better salary, of course. And also we have work health safety and school age education and care, leadership management, so that's business course. We have interpreting and translating, so that's for people who want to become an interpreter and a translator in the future. But this course is only limited to people who can speak the Mandarin language or the Arabic language. Yeah. Last but not the least, we also have a real estate course. So that's for people who have interests in selling houses, in becoming a property manager here in Australia. And we are the only international provider across the whole Western Australia region. Yeah. On the right-hand side of this presentation, you can see there's another group activity that we did for our students. So that's I think that was a normal Friday, I think, and we just decided to give our students free pizzas. So again, you can see different faces, and again, great really great diversity here. We have 2 German students and 2 British students. I can see from this this picture. So thank you very much. So that will be all. It's a short presentation that I've made. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't want to make it too long for you guys to fall asleep. But of course, anything you want to ask, you want to find out about AIWT, please leave a comment and please contact us and the Visa Center. Yep.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Alex.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Short and sweet and complete.
Thank you very much.
It's all right.
Well, for our viewers, partners, if they wanted to know more about what is AIWT, we have our previous live, guys. You can just check out our previous videos. That can also help you to understand more about the service, the courses that the school is offering. But sir, I will going to throw the first question now for our viewers because again, there are so many interested to really study in Australia because of so many benefits that they can actually take. So number one is definitely they will have an internationally recognized diploma. So if you are a graduate from Australia, that will definitely help them. When it comes to like getting a better profession or a better job later on. But the question here is, we have a viewer from Papua New Guinea. Bill McDallan. Hello, thank you for watching.
Hello, Bill.
And of course, we have from Saudi Arabia as well. Mr. Art
Fantastic.
Austria is watching now. Okay, the question is money. Okay, if I am really
How much?
how much will be the initial payment? No. How much will be the tuition fee that they need to prepare? And following question to that is, how much do I need to pay for me to just proceed with my application?
Okay, I have to say I like this question. I love this, and I think it's really important. It's straightforward, and when I was an international student, I asked the same question as well. Okay, so yes, like I said, the average tuition price for AIWT courses is around $8,000 to $10,000 at the moment. But also, we have a promotion going on at the moment, and for example, this promotion actually covers 90% of the courses we're providing here. For example, the real estate course, this promotion we're having now is up to 40% discount for the real estate practice course. Yes, because the volume is getting too big, and we would like to pay a special thanks to our supporters. And also we have $500 discount for our early childhood education course. We have $1,000 discount for our community courses. So I'd say the discount that we are practicing here is from $500 to about $2,000-$3,000, give or take. So it really depends on what course you're choosing. So with this discount, most likely you'll be paying $6,000 to $7,000 averagely a year. And for the deposits, we do not take the whole amount. We only take $888, so $888 for your deposit. Yes, a good number to remember. Yeah, $888.
It's like a very low down payment, right?
Yes, it's only $888.
The first payment is very low. Yeah, that's good.
Yes, so with $888, you are able to secure a seat here with AIWT, and we're able to give you a COE for your visa application. Yes.
That's good news. Ayan, sa mga viewers natin, ito guys I think that's the most affordable one. So if you are just waiting for the moment that, we will going to introduce a school that is like enough for your budget as of now, I think you have to call us now and avail our free assessment. Our contact numbers are in our ticker below. So call us in our landline and also in our mobile number. And if you have a ready updated resume, feel free to send us that in our email address as well, so that you can avail our free assessment and consultation
now. Kasi the promotion, guys, is 40%. Diba? That's actually aligned to our Valentine's Day promotion as well. So my next question before Miss
Yes.
Ayn will for questions, for sure she prepared like
Yes,
100
I
questions
have
for you.
a follow-up question.
Okay.
How
Yes, I
about
have.
the house that the students will
Accommodation.
be staying? How much is the range?
Okay, yes, very nice question. Perth, I think we have a really considerate, reasonable rent price here. To rent a, a, a room here in Perth, averagely students they pay $150 to $180 a week. Yes,
Mhm.
here in Perth. Well, I think with the same size of a house in Sydney, you get to pay twice, $300 at least, because I lived in the eastern states before. So again, $150 a week. That's the common price here in Perth, and that includes everything, all the bills, power, internet, water, everything.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So now we're talking here about since you are offering this promotion, I'm sure the next question for that, Mr. Alex, is when will be the next or available intake that they can still, start their application today.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's quite affordable. For the house, it's a $150 a week. That's quite affordable than those other schools that we have encountered the last time, right? So that's more affordable for our students.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, here at the BT, we do not, unfortunately, we do not have college housing. But
Yeah.
what we can do is, with our real estate courses, we partner here with 20 over real estate companies. Okay. So if you come to Perth and you have difficulties finding accommodation, we'll be more than happy to refer you to
Mhm.
our partner
Oh,
companies,
that's
and they will,
very good.
yeah, and they're the really local, huge real estate companies here, and they will be surely happy to help you out. And yeah, mm,
Yeah, that's actually true because most of the school who are offering the accommodation normally are a little expensive rather
mm,
than,
Yes.
let's say getting an accommodation outside. So since Australia has a
True.
big population of Filipino as well, so definitely there's someone in Australia that can help them, and suggest if which accommodation they can actually like share or or offer, because based from our previous clients who are already in Australia, they didn't actually have a problem in looking for a place to stay. So I think that's actually good. But going back to my question, so today is February already, and if our viewers are interested, especially Alex, see, Arnell Australia is, I think, is really interested now. When will be the next intake, Mr. Alex, for them
yes.
to like think of, okay, I'm going to start my application now because I need to be in Australia by that time.
I just say now. Okay. Our next intake is April the
April.
26th. So that's our
Mm.
next intake to start the course, and we have 4 intakes in a year. After this April 26th intake, we have another one coming up on July the 14th, I think. Yeah, after we have another October intake. So we have rolling intakes. We just missed the one. We just passed the one.
January.
That was 31st January. We just had our January intake. So we have 4 intakes a year. The reason why I'm suggesting you can submit your application now is because you see it takes
Yes.
time for us to assess, and for the visa center, they are our preferred agents here in the Philippines. We can give them priority for their applications. So we will strive to get your application done within 48 business hours. But the thing is, I think there's some delay happening now with the visa application. The last time I checked, I think over 50% of visa applications for vocational training sector are processed within in 3 months. So if
Mhm.
you really want to catch up with our April intake, I think now is the time to apply.
Yeah,
Yes.
or else they will be on July or October.
Yes,
So
yes,
today is the best time for you to apply so that you can grab the April intake. So,
Correct. And
come
plus,
on, guys.
further
Contact the visa center.
advantage that they are going to actually apply now is because they will enjoy the 40% discount from the visa center.
Mhm.
Then EIWT, which is Australian Institute of Workplace Training, is also offering a 40% discount, almost covering most of their courses. And based on the presentation earlier, no, napakaraming kababayan natin, they're looking for your courses. That I actually write down earlier, you're offering early childhood, work, health and safety, school age education care, even real estate, you're offering it. And most Filipinos are actually into this courses. So our viewers who are watching right now, for sure their question is, since you're offering what is this, a skill related courses or vocational courses, so how about the qualification, Mr. Alex? I mean, maybe that's our last question from my side, and then Ms. Ayn will have her last question. When it comes to qualifications, what are the profile that you consider that they are actually will be accepted if they're going to apply?
Okay, so rather easily, and like I said, the please, guys, the viewers, the visa center is our preferred partner, so we'll try to make the applications as easy as possible. And basically, we divide our applications into two main cohorts. So one is a school-aged students, one is a mature-aged students. For school-aged students, we would like to see that you have at least finished Australian high school, the equivalent level. So basically, you have finished the high school. For mature age students, I'm talking about students over 30, 35, 40 years old, and you would like to refurbish yourself a bit further, but back then you didn't finish your high school. That's also okay. If you can give us your resume, your CV, and you can demonstrate that you have been working through all these years, you have industry experience in whatever sector, and we'll also be more than happy to take you on board. Yes, so
That's
it's quite a flexible.
That's good to hear.
I think.
Okay, so the solution to that to our viewers is that, guys, again, I'd like to share our contact details is on our ticker. Avail our free assessment and consultation. So don't worry if you are worried about your educational attainment. Maybe you're thinking that you are, from an old curriculum, and you're worried that maybe you cannot, like, let's say, apply.
Qualified,
Qualified to apply as an international student in Australia. So EIWT is here. So again, our team will be willing and very happy to help you guys to check your profile and your qualifications so that for you to start the application now. Kasi nga sayang yung mga discounts na meron tayo. Diba? The best love that you can actually give is to give love for yourself, diba? For your future muna. So that later on,
you can help your loved ones, diba?
Oo. Okay, question mo kay Sir Alex.
I have a question.
Yes,
Is
please.
IELTS required? Because mostly Filipinos are worried not to pass the IELTS. So, is it required?
No, it's not required. But of course, it's better if you have the IELTS. But like I said in the presentation, if you do not have the IELTS, we do not reject your application. Okay. So if you can give us, for example, your high school certificate, and on your high school certificate it says that you were studying these certificates in English, in the language of English, then this is the proof for your English levels. Okay, but let's say if you do not have this, you started your high school in another language rather than English, we can still consider you by through two main ways. One is our internal English test is free of charge. Okay, so we can give you the link. You can do it online, or you can just print it out, do it on paper if you like to write it, and send it back to us. Okay. Second one is we can do an interview. Yeah. So just like once an interview, don't panic, don't stress out. It's just like a chat. Just like a chat. I want to find out about your background. How do you find out about Perth, AWT? How do you, where do you see yourself in your future? and what makes you want to come to Australia. So basically just a small chat. So by having these chats, I'll have some basic idea of your English. So if I think your English is great, then I'll just pass it. So flexible. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like a casual interview. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Tsaka kayang-kaya ng mga Pilipino yon. But anyway, we have here a comment from Mel V. Gumabao. Hi everyone watching from Macau. I'm interested to study and work in Australia or Canada. So Mel V, stand by, okay, because later on we will have Jay from our Batangas office to help us explain further about other things. Thank you so much. And of course, but if you are also interested to avail our free assessment and consultation, our contact number, our WhatsApp number is on our screen, and our email is there. Also, if you have already a resume, please submit that now and tell us when is the best time for you to avail the assessment. It will be an online assessment and consultation lang naman. So that's it. Again, Sir Alex, again, maybe last word for our audience, that why do they have to to study in and enroll now in AIWT before we say goodbye to you? Do they have some message, last message for our audience?
Oh, okay.
Before we say goodbye, yes.
Okay, last message is that okay, last message. We really would like to see you guys all, and the Visa Center is our most trusted agent here in the Philippines, and like Junior said, it's a free service. It's good consultation, and plus we are able to prioritize the applications. So there's nothing should be stopping you guys from making that application, making that first step. And also, it's been way too long. It's been 2 years and a bit for everyone who wants to come to Australia. And Australia is a great country. And oh yes, the last message. I'm not sure if you guys are aware that the general migration program here in Australia is getting better and better. So which means that the Australian government is giving more permanent residencies now than before. Okay,
Wow.
so now it's a really, really good time. And here in Western Australia, latest news just happened last week that we have used up our quota for 1 year for our migration program issued last year, from last year July. So that means within 4 months, we have given enough invitations for stay nomination visas, and our government, Western Australian government, has requested an additional of 5,000 places for stay nomination visas. Okay, so these are all positive signs that Australia now is wanting international students back, and we are wanting our international students back with our sincerity. Okay, we are the visa permanent residency now is getting way easier.
Well, that's good. That's good.
A lot of good news. Yes.
Oh, good news. Okay, so thank you so much again, Mr. Alex, for joining us from Australian Institute of Workplace Training, and I hope to have you on our next Facebook Live or webinar in the future. Thank you, Sir Alex. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. It was a really, really good pleasure, and I hope to see you guys all again. Yes.
Okay, bye-bye, sir.
Thank you.
So partner, ayun na nga, that's actually Mr. Alex. No, that's actually, I think, the second time that we interviewed him dito sa Visa Center. Again, sa mga viewers natin, guys, if you really wanted to know more about Australian Institute of Workplace Training, you can check out po our previous Facebook Live. Meron din tayong presentation doon. And of course, ito acknowledge